Making peace. Being vegan. Helping others. Sure, action speaks louder than word.
Russia, go home! Russia, go home!
Peace for Ukraine or Ukraine now. Russia just go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
I tell people if there's one thing you can do not only for yourself, but the planet, stop eating meat. Stop eating meat. It's very, very important because what we do to animals, we ultimately do to ourselves.
The Extraordinary Telepathic Abilities of Animal People, Part 4. Please continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, climate-based solution.
If anybody tells you that your voice doesn't count and that you're too young to make a difference, do not believe them.
People power! People power!
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Spain is one of them. Spain, Article 337 of the Criminal Code. The abuse or killing of animal people is punished in Spain with fines and jail sentences of up to 18 months. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Korabwa is how the spirited people of Kiribati express their appreciation to you. It means thank you in Gilbertese, one of the official languages of vibrant Kiribati. Graceful viewers, my name is Ruatiki. I am honored to know tender-hearted beings like you uplift the world with your compassionate deeds. Welcome to the concluding episode of The Extraordinary Telepathic Abilities of Animal People. In part 3 of the show, we explored the scientific explanation for animal people telepathic communication and premonition. It is hypothesized that their sensitivity to electrical impulses and electromagnetic changes, which has both an emotional and physiological effect, allows animal people to predict disasters such as earthquakes. It is also hypothesized that their telepathic communication is enabled by invisible morphic fields and strong social bonds which connect them. It could also be that animal people are much more perceptive to sounds and frequencies which are mute to the human ear. Compared with other living beings in nature, most contemporary humans have lost their supersensory perceptions. Human hearing is typically confined to a relatively narrow threshold of frequencies, between 20 Hz and 20 kHz. Humans are unable to hear low-frequency infrasonic sounds and high-frequency ultrasonic sounds. An array of animal people species, rocks, trees, the earth, and the ocean emit a spectrum of sounds imperceptible to humans. Even the sounds in nature that are audible to the human ear are incomprehensible to most. But humanity is beginning to expand its listening ability with the help of digital technologies. In recent years, scientists have begun installing digital listening devices in nearly every ecosystem on the planet. These devices are tiny microphones, computerized, automated, and networked with digital sensors, drones, and satellites used to decode non-human sounds. Researchers have attached them to almost every species, including whale people in the depths of the ocean, to honeybees, coral reefs, and even trees. A careful study of the non-human world reveals complex communication in a broad range of species. Language is not unique to humanity alone, and even beings without ears can interpret and respond to complex information conveyed through sound. If only humans could understand the language of animal people, what kind of messages would we receive? Dr. Linda Bender, vegetarian, shared the message she received from a herd of buffalo people that she met in South Africa.
Do not forget us. Do not forget us. Teach the humans what you know. Well, instantly I knew. I understood for the first time that everything, all the blessings, all the grace, all the connections that I'd had through my life that I felt were for me, were in fact meant for everyone, and that I had to carry this message to a bigger place.
In her book, Animal Wisdom, Dr. Linda Bender offers a wealth of amazing stories and research-based evidence indicating animal people have deeply perceptive abilities. She also shares 3 basic ways to connect with our animal friends.
There are 3 ways, very basically, to connect to animals. One is by observation, which many people do. A second way is through a personal relationship. For example, companion animal, our dogs and our cats. And the third way, which is the way that I grew up and I understood from the animals at an early age, is this deeper soul connection. What animals are so yearning to teach us is to remember that we are souls. To come back to that place that we have forgotten. And animals often act almost like a bridge, taking us from where we are to a much deeper place, to where we are becoming. We are, whether we like it or not, changing from physical, mental beings to intuitive, spiritual beings. They help us along that path. They are incarnate with us.
Animal people are essential in connecting humanity with our true selves and reminding us about the divine oneness. What can we do to nurture that soul connection with our animal companions and develop our personal gift and talent that we came to this life with? Dr. Linda Bender shares her advice.
The number one thing you can do, aside from going inward and beginning the process of meditation, because when we go inside and we meditate, we begin the conversation with our own hearts and our own souls. And then we realize that we ultimately are responsible for our own decisions, and the decisions we make every day are very important. For example, what you choose to buy, what you choose to eat. I tell people if there's one thing you can do not only for yourself, but for the planet, stop eating meat. Stop eating meat, because not only are you eliminating those toxins that are put in those animals, you're helping the environment because of all the destruction of habitat and all the other issues that go on. It's very, very important, because what we do to animals, we ultimately do to ourselves.
We all want to live a peaceful, happy, noble life. So be vegan, make peace, do good deeds.
Graceful viewers, we will take a short break to take our intelligent dog person for a walk in the garden. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
We pray for Ukraine, or you reign.
Welcome back to our show, The Extraordinary Telepathic Abilities of Animal People. Next, we hear from Dr. Jeremy Narby, an anthropologist from Quebec, Canada, who describes the compassionate nature of animal people and how they are similar to humans in many ways.
I came to see you because I wanted to know what you think. As an anthropologist, what is the difference between a human being and an animal?
Well, for a long time in Western societies, thinkers have been obsessed by what has separated us from animals. There's a long list of qualities that are supposedly specific to man. An ability to produce abstract thought, to produce tools, and so on. That list has melted away, like snow in the sun. One of my colleagues, Pascal Pic, recently said, "Man is not the only animal that thinks, but he is the only one that thinks he's not an animal." It's very hard to find something that actually separates humans and animals. The closer we look at animals, the more we discover that they can do more or less everything that we do. For example, one of the qualities that was supposedly specific to humans was empathy. It was thought that no animals could have empathy. But in fact, scientific research has just shown that even rats demonstrate empathy among themselves. They are social animals. In one experiment, rats preferred to free one of their own that had been caught in a sort of trap, rather than pursuing rewards and food.
Our beloved Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, often speaks about the telepathic abilities of animal people and how these abilities can be reawakened in all of us. In a recent conversation with a member of the Supreme Master television team, Master shared her experiences with the animal people in her life. She reveals the loving, protective nature of our animal friends and how connected they are.
All the animal people are just so protective of humans. I wish all humans would know this and be grateful. Even all the birds, people around, wherever I go, they're always around. And sometimes I work until very late at night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and the whole sky is dark because I live where there's no lights around, and I don't keep the light on to save electricity and whatever I can, you know? Wow. And I open the door to walk out into maybe a yard or something just to have some fresh air, yes, a little exercise, and they all somehow woke up. Oh. And they were telling me things or singing things. I was so astounded. I said, "You cannot be singing at this time." And then I listen, and then they always gave me some encouragement or some advice or some comforting words or some loving messages. So touching all the time. Most animals, people are psychic. Wow. Even if they are born because of karma, not just because they have a mission to be born into a family or to some corner to help humans in some way. Even if they're born because of karma, they still have this psychic power. They're all connected. We humans also have this telepathic power. It's just that we're too busy. We don't use it and it becomes dormant.
Right, yes.
It's still there, it's not rusty. Just if people work less for the material and had more time for the spiritual, to go inward, to meditate, then even if they are not enlightened much, at least they would recover their telepathic ability, and then they would do better in their business, in their work.
Our sincere gratitude, most compassionate Master, for reminding us about the valuable qualities of our loving animal friends. May human beings soon adopt the life-nurturing plant-based diet so that all beings can live in love, peace, and harmony.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
Come, now, follow me. I will make ye fishers of men. Leave ye off from disturbance of God's creatures, and learn ye to give life, not taking life from any living thing under the sun. The Essene Humane Gospel of Christ.
Treasured viewers, it was a pleasure to share time with you and present the extraordinary telepathic abilities of animal people. We hope you have come to appreciate the wonderful animal people as much as we have. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for Assembly of Love Part 2 of 11 on Between Master and Disciples, up next after noteworthy news. May your days be graced with the loving vibration from the Most High.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds. Heaven Godspeed.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/SS.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/SS.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/SS.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت‌ها دیدن فرمایید: suprememastertv.com/schedule و suprememastertv.com/SS.